Okay, it's time to do this film again, Domino. Now, a long time ago, I made a video breakdown on this film. It is total Seattle false flag, West Coast false flag, predictive programming from Tony Scott. All his films contain tons of predictive programming, all the more recent ones anyway. So this is the Domino Effect. Of course, the Seattle false flag, or whatever, West Coast false flag, will be at the start of the Domino Effect. The beginning of the movie, it says it's based loosely on real events. Yeah, very loosely indeed. So in no particular order, I'm going to show you what extra I found in there. I found a lot before. I did pretty well the first time I made a video on this, but there's more. So this will be a comprehensive one. In no particular order, in fact in reverse order, I took some photographs of the screen as I was watching the movie again, right? So you got Space Needles, California, West Coast, right? That comes up a couple of times or more. Anyway, then you've got this. This is the Space Needle of Las Vegas, the stratosphere. It's full of that, right? So yeah, there's your Space Needle, and we know what happens at the end of the movie. The Afghan guy, the Muslim guy, blows it up, right? So that's pretty obvious stuff. Seattle Space Needle reference, get blown up. Then, this is classic. 10 minutes into the movie or less, you have this. It's supposed to be Keira Knightley's Domino's childhood with her father, and it's a Ferris wheel. This is something I didn't notice before. So far, everything I've mentioned I noticed before and put in my previous video, but not this. I didn't notice this Ferris wheel. That absolutely snags it for me. Alright, then this is excellent. This is the opening scene of the film. Well, this is within the first few seconds of the start of the movie. You've got a nice 311 right there. And the whole scene with Lucy Liu is bathed in emerald green, as you can see. The lockers behind are all green. The paper is bathed in emerald green. It's Seattle Emerald Green, the Emerald City. 311. Now, guess who's in the movie? Dabney Coleman. You see him there? From War Games. He is in Domino. They always do it. They take someone from an older movie or series that was predictively programming the Seattle false flag, and they put them in the new one, right? So, War Games, the ultimate Seattle false flag movie, 1983, with Dabney Coleman and Ferris himself. Set in Seattle. He hacks from Seattle. He says the targets are at Las Vegas, then Seattle. Well, we've had Las Vegas. The Las Vegas date was there. It's 7-Eleven. Yes, it was 7-Eleven. And there's, I don't know, about 60 311s as the dialing codes are 311, 311, 311 all the way through. There it is. Straight away in Domino. The Domino Effect. Right, let me just read, because I actually wrote down everything, because there's so much in this movie I didn't want to miss it. Right. Oh, yeah. Just before you see, hold on, this Needles scene, immediately before it switches to this Space Needle, Keira Knightley, Domino, she says, this is an inside job. Remember, this movie was from 2008. So, Alex Jones, the mega Zionist shill, had already come out with 9/11 is an inside job already. So, of course, it's a Zionist Israeli inside job because they rule America anyway, so that's an inside job. Let me see what else. Yeah, I think I've got pretty much everything so far, and then of course the Space Needle of Vegas is blown up at the end by an Arab Muslim. All nicely wrapped around itself. If I notice anything more, I haven't quite finished. Again, I'm rewatching it right now, but it's all there. And also, yeah, in the same thing. When I say they brought back Dabney Coleman to Domino from War Games, what was it, number 7? I can't remember whether it was Series 7 or Series 8 of 24. They bring back Mare Winningham, and she's from Miracle Mile, that other really big, I think 1988 West Coast nuke movie, all 311 as well. So yeah, Mare Winningham, she just randomly appears as one of the Arab terrorists' mothers. I can't remember if it was season 7 or 8. Brief recap on I've now watched 24, series 6, 7 and 8, and I started even series 9, which is in London, and I bet you Tower Bridge is going to be all over that one. It's already by the Thames in the first episode. But anyway, series 6 recap. You start with Seattle being mentioned, then you see the 113-311 timestamp. You see the Ferris wheel scene in the same series. You have the blackout chip at the beginning of series 7. You have a couple of planes being taken down as well. That could be another one. You have, what else? Yeah, lots more. It moves on to a biological attack, and I think the timestamp is 118 all over the place for that one. So that's a Rebel Rhymes scenario. Then there's a White House assassination plot that could play in as well. They could do that one as well. That nonsense. About time they did that again. Then Series 8. Yeah, Series 8's got stuff in it. I'm just trying to think what it is. I've just finished watching it. No, I'm going to have to refresh my memory on that. What's Series 8 about? Oh yeah, this is where it switches back to New York again. And yeah. Jay Davies, a few years ago, she spotted the Westboro Bridge, where there's a club in Brooklyn at 66th and 6th in Brooklyn, and it's centered around this Brooklyn Bridge, which is right there. And there's this nuke New York scene, and another timestamp that comes up. I think it's 311 again. But I think that it follows that it's Seattle, it's Tower Bridge, then Seattle, then it might flip. Well, then the blackout, and then it probably will flip to another thing in New York, because, well, it's in that. Not quite the final season though, number 8. Like I say, I've started watching number 9. It looks a little bit more low budget, but I might just check it out. Look for the Tower Bridge references. So anyway, yeah, I've thrown those in as well. So that's about it for Domino, the Domino Effect. Yeah. Inside Job, Ferris Wheel, 311 Emerald Green at the start, Space Needle, getting blown up. I mean, what do you want? It's got everything. Needles, Space Needles, West Coast. Yeah, but when Tony Scott made this film, he probably thought that no one would have a clue ever to figure it out. But I figured it out as soon as I saw it, ages ago.